British royal residences are palaces, castles, and houses occupied by members of the British royal family in the United Kingdom. Some, like Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, are owned by the Crown, while others like Balmoral Castle and Sandringham House are personally owned and have been passed down for generations. Some royal palaces, such as the Palace of Westminster, are no longer residences. Some remain in irregular use for royal occasions, such as Hillsborough Castle in Northern Ireland. The royal palaces enjoy certain legal privileges known as royal prerogatives. For example, there is an exemption from levying duty on alcoholic beverages sold in the bars at the Palace of Westminster, and there are exemptions from health and safety legislation. According to Halsbury's Laws of England, it is not possible to arrest a person within the verges of a royal palace, and, when a royal palace is used as a residence, judicial processes cannot be executed within that palace. The occupied royal residences are cared for and maintained by the Property Section of the Royal Households of the United Kingdom. The unoccupied royal palaces of England, along with Hillsborough Castle, are the responsibility of historic royal palaces. Unlike the other nations of the United Kingdom, there is no official residence for a member of the royal family in Wales. Wynewyrmod is the private Welsh residence of the Prince of Wales. History. Since the Union of England and Scotland in 1707, there have been 11 consorts of the British monarch. Queens between 1727 and 1814 were also Electress of Hanover, as their husbands all held the title of Elector of Hanover. Between 1814 and 1837, queens held the title as Queen of Hanover, as their husbands were kings of Hanover. The personal union with the United Kingdom ended in 1837 on the accession of Queen Victoria, because the succession laws in Hanover prevented a female inheriting the title if there was any surviving male heir. In the Austro-Prussian War of 1866, Hanover was annexed by Prussia and became the province of Hanover. Style. The wife of the reigning king is styled as Her Majesty the Queen and is addressed as Her Majesty or Your Majesty. The husband of a reigning queen is addressed according to the style he has either been given upon marriage, or prior to marriage. He does not automatically share the same titles, style, and honor of his wife. The current consort is Camilla. Exceptions. Not all wives of monarchs have become consorts, as they may have died, been divorced prior to their husbands ascending the throne, or married after abdication. Such cases include: divorced before spouse became monarch, Sophia Dorothea of Psella, wife of George, hereditary Prince of Brunswick-Lüneburg, married November 22, 1682, divorced December 28, 1694, died November 13, 1726. Married after spouse abdicated, Wallis Warfield, wife of Edward, Duke of Windsor, married June 3, 1937, widowed May 28, 1972, died April 24, 1986. Divorced before spouse became monarch, Lady Diana Spencer, wife of Charles, Prince of Wales, married July 29, 1981, divorced August 28, 1996, died August 31, 1997. An unusual case was Caroline of Brunswick, who had separated from her husband George IV prior to his accession, became queen consort by law but had no position at court and was forcibly barred from attending George IV's coronation and being crowned. Only George I and Edward VIII were unmarried throughout their reigns. Male consorts. While all British female consorts were automatically styled as queen, the titles of the three male consorts were inconsistent. Prince George of Denmark, husband of Queen Anne, never received an official style as the consort, but was raised to the peerage of England as the Duke of Cumberland in 1689, several years before his wife's accession in 1702. Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, husband of Queen Victoria, did not take a British peerage title but was granted the title of Prince Consort as a distinct title in 1857, the only male consort in either the United Kingdom or its predecessor realms to have officially held the title. Victoria wished to style him as King Consort, but the government would not allow it. Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark, husband of Queen Elizabeth II, was raised to the peerage as Duke of Edinburgh in 1947, 5 years before his wife's accession, and was made a Prince of the United Kingdom in 1957.